Good morning, friends. I'm State Senator Carolyn Comitta, and I want to thank each of you for being here today. I especially want to thank my friend and colleague, Rep. Schlossberg, who is a great partner and friend in the House. And I want to thank all of our teachers, public education advocates, and education organizations who are with us. We have PSEA, the Pennsylvania Association of School Administrators, the American Federation of Teachers, Teach Plus, the Pennsylvania Association of Career and Technical Administrators, APSCUF, my alma mater, Westchester University, the Pennsylvania Association of Intermediate Units, George Fiore is here from the Chester County IU, and I also want to welcome Jeff Nye, PSEA Vice President, for joining us today. Jeff is an elementary school teacher in the Wilkes-Barre Area School District. I also want to welcome Angela Fitterer, Executive Deputy Secretary with the Pennsylvania Department of Education, who is here with us. All of these important partners stand with us here today. Thank you to each of you. We've all had a teacher who has helped shape our lives, someone who inspired us to think deeper and look within ourselves, someone who helped us see the world in new and different ways, someone who motivated us to pursue new interests and follow our dreams. Teachers are fundamental to our system of education, our economic future, and our democracy. But Pennsylvania, like states across the nation, is facing a growing teacher shortage. The statistics are alarming. According to one report, more than 2,100 teaching positions were vacant as of October. Nearly 1/4 of those spots were filled with long-term substitutes. When we factor in the decline in teachers entering the profession, with the number of teachers leaving classrooms, we need to hire an estimated 15,000 new teachers to make up the difference. Grow Your Own Educators is a program that can be part of the solution. Senate Bill 826 and House Bill 141 call for strengthening our teacher pipeline with financial resources and a support structure for aspiring educators. These programs reach out to community members who are already involved with a school district and support them in becoming a teacher. These programs develop new pathways to fill and retain educators in high-need positions and schools. These programs equip students and professionals with the support and resources to pursue careers in education. Grow Your Own Educators programs can also help build a more diverse educator workforce, which is especially important because less than 6% of teachers in the Commonwealth are people of color. Teachers invest themselves in our future. For so many, education is not a career, it's a calling. And some of the very best teachers know their communities because they're part of their communities. They grew up here, they went to school here, and many are raising their kids here. That's why Grow Your Own Educators programs are so important, and that's why they work. Along with important investments in public education and the fair funding formula, as well as student-teacher stipends, these programs can keep our schools strong, our classrooms staffed, and our kids learning. As a former public school teacher and a mother and a grandmother of 4 little granddaughters, I thank all of our educators and school staff for their service. Great teachers are out there. We just need to find them, and we need to get them into the classroom. Grow Your Own Educators programs can help. Let's pass Senate Bill 826 and House Bill 141. And now to hear more about Grow Your Own Educators programs, my friend, my colleague, State Representative Mike Schlossberg.
Thank you so much. My pleasure. Thank you so much, Senator. I don't want to lose track of some of the amazing things that we have done in this building behind us, especially over the past week, because as I think everybody here knows, other than as I know everybody behind me knows, on Monday, with a bipartisan vote, the House of Representatives approved the Basic Education Funding Commission's report, which will invest billions of dollars into education over the next 7 years, and once and for all, make the education system in Pennsylvania fair and fully funded, no matter what zip code a child goes to school in. Now, this was a big deal, but the simple truth is that we can put all the money in education in the world, and if there's no teachers or paraprofessionals to teach our kids, it doesn't matter. One of the things that I have worked on for many years, in fact, when we were still in the minority, was the creation of a Grow Your Own program that would create an educational pipeline that would get students from when they were in high school all the way to the front of the classroom. And I am so pleased to be working with good people like Senator Comitta, Senator Miller, and the governor, who this year in his budget proposed a $10 million funding allocation to the Grow Your Own program. That's a big deal. And it's a big deal because of how broad and wide-ranging this program is. As Senator Comitta so aptly said, well, that would have been terrible if my speech blew away. As Senator Comitta so aptly said, we need more teachers in the classroom. But the truth is that more teachers isn't enough, because teachers need support personnel in order to fully educate our kids. We don't talk enough about the role that paraprofessionals play in our schools. Paraprofessionals provide critical support to our teachers, including and especially in special education classrooms. Paras ensure that students get the small group instruction and individualized support that they so desperately need. However, the shortage of paraprofessionals is in some ways even more acute than the shortage of teachers throughout the Commonwealth. And these shortages negatively impact the ability of teachers to teach and students to learn. As a result of this shortage, we are asking more and more of teachers and the paraprofessionals that are in the classroom, leading to burnout and increased turnover. Research has shown again and again that if we can do a better job of grabbing students when they are still in high school and creating a pipeline with funding supports, we can make sure that students will ultimately return to the classrooms where they learned in order to teach. And again, as Senator Comitta correctly said, if we actually create these pipeline programs, we can get teachers that have life experiences that are reflective of the schools in which they attended. That is something that is so deeply critical to all of our students. These programs reach out heavily to members within a community who are already involved with education and help them become world-class teachers and paras. These programs are known to successfully address recruitment, development, and retention of our teachers. And the Grow Your Own Educators program that proposed by the governor, Senator Comitta, and I would provide financial assistance, including pathways for educators to support high-need schools, and especially in geographic areas that are traditionally hard to staff. I think one of the great misnomers that we have when we have conversations about education or government investment in critical areas is that we sometimes think, well, that means places like Philadelphia, Allentown, and Reading, right? Sure, but that's not all. The truth, and it's a truth that some people in this building don't want to talk about, is that our rural communities need and deserve every bit as much investment as our urban communities. And programs like Grow Your Own and the Basic Education Funding Commission would do a much better job at funding these resources and these supports than what we already do. Grow Your Own would equip aspiring educators with the supports necessary to ultimately become a great teacher. We recognize, fundamentally, that there are some areas that are worth investing in. We all believe, and I think just about everybody in the building behind me believes, that education is the bedrock of our society, and that there are few areas worth investing in as much as our educators. But as we know, we are losing teachers, and we are losing teachers and paraprofessionals because we are not adequately investing in their recruitment, education, and their retention. Grow Your Own is a small program, but it would go a long way towards reversing that trend and making sure that every classroom had the teacher and paraprofessional it both needs and deserves. To hear more on that subject, it is my honor to introduce Jeff Nye, Vice President of PSEA. Jeff.
Good morning, everybody. I am Jeff Nye. I am the Vice President of PSEA, and it is great to be here with Senator Comitta, Representative Schlossberg, and all of these wonderful advocates for our public schools and students. I'm here representing 177,000 PSEA members who teach and serve Pennsylvania's public school students every single day. I am a teacher. Spent 27 years teaching elementary school in the Wilkes-Barre School District. I'm married to a teacher. Many of my closest friends are teachers. So let me tell you this, nobody goes into teaching in order to get rich. Teachers choose this path to make a difference, to make the world a better place. The problem is that too many caring, qualified adults who would make great teachers simply can't afford to do so. That is the big problem. Especially when we have very real, and a very serious shortage of teachers, school counselors, and other education professionals. There are many dedicated support staff in our public schools right now who want to take that step to become a classroom teacher. They are ready and eager to do the work, but don't have the financial means to earn that teaching credential, which is why I am so pleased to be here today to voice PSEA's support for creating a Grow Your Own program in Pennsylvania. The idea is simple, wonderful, it's beautiful. We're going to invest in paraprofessionals, support staff, and others who are already working with students so that they can earn their teaching credentials while they continue to work in our public schools. These are folks who have proven experience serving students and would make excellent teachers. They don't just have a path forward, and in many cases, the cost of going back to college is prohibitively expensive for them. Creating a Grow Your Own program will open that door for more of these folks to become teachers and to make a difference. We've seen successful Grow Your Own models in school districts such as the city of York, just a little south of here. We know it works. So let's take it statewide and create opportunities for more mid-career aspiring educators. It's a win for those folks who want to become teachers and make a difference. It is a win for our public schools grappling with a crisis-level educator shortages. And it's a win for the students whose lives will be changed. We can make this happen by investing in a Grow Your Own program and building our teacher pipeline so that we can attract more caring, qualified professionals to the teaching profession. Teachers who would make a difference. Teachers who would change the world, one student at a time. Thank you very much for your attention here, and it is my pleasure to introduce our partners at PDE, Angela Fitterer.
Good morning. My name is Angela Fitterer, and I'm the Executive Deputy Secretary at the Department of Education. Critical workforce shortages in education are one of the most pressing issues facing Pennsylvania. We know the fundamental role educators play in our communities, and we are committed to rebuilding the educator pipeline in the Commonwealth and supporting educators in the classroom. Governor Shapiro's budget proposes a $10 million investment for the Educator Talent Recruitment Account to increase participation in the education workforce and put more highly qualified, highly educated individuals in our classrooms. Acting on the Shapiro administration's shared commitment to priority to bolster the education pipeline, PDE has reduced the processing time for in-state Level 1 certificates by approximately 10 weeks since 2022. We've revamped our website to allow current and prospective educators to more easily access information related to certifications, and we've improved transparency and responsiveness throughout the certification process. We continue to provide support, streamlined services, technical assistance, and more to current and future educators. Together with the General Assembly and educators, PDE established a new career and technical education program of study in general education. During this inaugural school year, 12 school entities offered this opportunity to high school students. And next year, we anticipate 18 educational entities will be able to take advantage of this program. This program offers a promising strategy to cultivate a diverse pool of future educators. We have great Pennsylvanians right here in the Commonwealth, ready to fill the critical gaps in the educator workforce, and PDE is here to provide support to all learners and current and future educators, making sure they have the tools they need to chart their own course and become strong, successful leaders across our Commonwealth. Thank you. I'm going to turn it back over to Senator Comitta and Representative Schlossberg for questions.
Thank you to each of our speakers, each of our partner organizations for being here today. Representative Schlossberg and I really appreciate that you are all here. Are there any questions that you would like to ask us at this time? We are always here for you as the budget unfolds and the world moves ahead here in June. Please reach out to us anytime and certainly beyond. Thank you so much, everyone.
Everybody.
Take care.